All right, hi. My name is Andy Ram, and I come from Israel. And I've always been a big fan of tennis, but ever since I started playing professionally, I had no doubt about being with the Wilson, playing with the Wilson racket, Wilson product, and being an elite member of a Wilson team. So I'm proud of achieving what I've achieved, and it wouldn't have been possible without the Wilson.
Wow. I thought I'm Andy Ram, but what a surprise. So I guess I'm Mirnyi from Belarus, playing almost all my life with Wilson racket, loving it, my best racket, best for the volleys. And well, yeah, you see here's my partner Andy Ram, like he said, he can tell you about himself a little bit. Huh? Tell me, Andy, who is your favorite player on tour?
Well, you know, I've been a good friend of Jonathan Ehrlich for many years, and we're like brothers, you know, and unfortunately he's a little bit hurt now, so I found this big Belarusian guy who's trying to carry me through, and I think he's doing a pretty good job because, you know, particularly in these last couple of matches we've had, you know, I've been struggling here and there, and this big, strong Russian guy is doing well and, you know, carrying me through some tough moments. So I'm happy to do my job, and obviously I have big Israeli support out there, but, you know, Max is one of the best doubles players I've played with.
Wow, wow, wow. I have nothing to say about it. Too many compliments, Andy, you're giving me. I don't know how to handle it. But
must have, you know, grown up somewhere in an English-speaking country because you're speaking English so well, and I guess anybody that, you know, speaks English well, you just get along with.
Well, Andy, let me tell you that I grew up in Boliter's Academy, playing most of my years there and practicing with mostly American players. That's why I was speaking with good English. You can see.
When I was little, I was playing a lot of football and just playing on the junior teams, and I should have been a probably world-class soccer player, football player. But
so what happened? Why did you choose tennis?
Just somehow happened to be that, you know, friends were going to tennis school and they gave me a racket for Christmas there, so I just went and started hitting. And
for Christmas or for Hanukkah?
Well, you know, we celebrate Christmas because it's just a worldwide holiday. But you know, of course, you know, we have Hanukkah, and but it's so long. So I wanted to make sure I celebrate Christmas because I wouldn't have been able to practice because Hanukkah everything is shut. You know, people, holiday, vacation. So anyway, you know, I had my tennis racket, so I started practicing. But I think at the end of the day, now that I see, it wouldn't have mattered whether it was tennis or football or basketball. I would have been an elite athlete anyway because I feel that I'm so gifted and talented. But I'm obviously grateful because if I wouldn't be in tennis, I would never have met the Wilson team.
I do the booking, practice courts, transportation, hotels, everything. I just SMS Andy, as you see, and Andy come at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, we have practice 1 hour with this team, with that team. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's my part of the team, and basically playing with Andy, it's not that easy, you know. It's a little bit, sometimes you can be lazy on practices, sometimes it's like too loose.
But it has to be balanced. That's why, you know, that's why we do so well. You know, one has to compensate for another, and you know, I'm really enjoying the partnership because we were very similar in many ways with Jonathan, and now, you know, there's a great balance, and we simply love it.
Let's be serious now. I enjoyed being Max for a little bit, you know, it's fun. I mean, I feel so strong. Big serve, great volleys all over the net, best double player ever played this game. But let me be Andy for a second, ask you, Max, how long you playing with Wilson racket?
Well, I'm fortunate to, ever since I came out of the juniors career, I was picked up by one of the Wilson representatives at the time in Florida, and you know, it's so amazing now that I think about it. Ever since I picked up my Wilson racket, even though it changed in many colors and ways throughout the years, I feel like the Wilson racket is molded in my hand, and no matter at times I was just feeling and trying other rackets, I just simply can't play with anything other than
Wilson.
Wilson.
What do you like most in the racket?
It allows me to generate power for my serve, but at the same time I feel so under control volleying. So you know, it's been a big part of my game, serving big and coming to the net, and I just feel that Wilson does a job for me, and I just can't imagine myself picking up another racket.
My kind of game, serve and volley, I think most of the top doubles players playing with Wilson with this racket, and it's not by mistake.